Right. So this is it for a presentation. We try to condense a lot of information, and I hope you get to get some good things out of it. And just so you know, there's a replay available that will be available on the YouTube France Énergie Marine YouTube channel. Just to conclude in general of what we've been discussing, and also about the FISHOWF project. So through this project, but not only through FishIntel and all the other projects, through also the ETN, we have demonstrated how the relevance of using acoustic telemetry to better understand species ecology, and in particular habitat use, and how they may respond to specific pressures relating to offshore wind development through fine-scale monitoring, looking at residency and habitat use within the offshore wind farm, but also the movements and connectivity in this habitat, in this between the different development zones. What's also very interesting with this methodology is that it allows us to engage with many stakeholders and local actors. We haven't mentioned them. Mathieu mentioned all the consultation that is done, but we have a lot of support from fishing committees, and this method gives like very visual results that enable us also to go and talk to local actors such as fishermen and NGOs that clearly have information of what animals are actually doing in the water. And then the relevance of having regional acoustic telemetry infrastructure over the long term, that really brings very important, but also new information on the ecology of this mobile species. The adventure is not ending now for FISHOWF. As you heard from Jan and Laura, we actually have a second project that's very originally called FISHOWF Plus, that's following up what we've done. So now the objective is going to be to apply acoustic telemetry to study specific interactions between fish and offshore wind farm with these methods. We're going to like really spend some time also with the stakeholder engagement side, just to increase a little bit the impact of the project, expand our monitoring to 2 different offshore wind farms on top of the one we've been monitoring within FISHOWF Plus. So one here in northern Normandy at Dieppe-le-Tréport, and the floating offshore wind farm of Provence Grand Large in the Mediterranean. And through collaboration, we'll be monitoring many other sites. Looking at specific interactions, such as how construction activity may influence occupancy patterns of animals, looking into the reef and aggregation effects that can be generated by certain structure, how electrosensitive species behave and move around areas where you have electromagnetic fields emitted by subsea cables, and then large-scale movements and habitats. Large-scale movements modelization through Mathieu and Ifremer's work, and how we may have overlaps between offshore wind farm areas and essential habitats of mobile species. And of course, we are trying to integrate the maximum of these efforts into the European tracking efforts through, as Jan mentioned, the ETN and the 2 current European projects, NordTrack and DTO. And this is just an overview to show where that everything is linked. This is how acoustic telemetry is the most powerful, is when we work together and we build a shared infrastructure to track fish. And so we can address many questions at the same time. So it's the end of the webinar. There are more information available online. We have newsletters and other information available on the website, on the FISHOWF page on France Énergie Marine website. The English versions are currently being produced, and they will be available very soon. So feel free to go online and download anything that's available. And that's it. And I would like to thank you today, and all the partners and the people who've been involved in making all this work possible.